Hi everyone! Hi everyone! Hi guys! Hi! I never know how to say hi or how to start off the video. Hi guys. I hope you're all well. I hope you enjoyed my little Centre Parks video. We had a brilliant week away and yeah, it was really good fun. So I've done a blog which will go up actually it'll probably be up by the time you watch this, so check out the blog, because if you are thinking of going to Centre Parks, then I've done a few little tips and tricks and what to do, what not to do, just helpful hints really, which I would find quite useful if I was going again, or going for the first time should I say, not again, because I would know. Anyway, it is so miserable today. It's rainy. I don't know if you can hear, but down the chimney, because I'm in the lounge today, down the chimney the wind is literally blowing. Can you hear it? I don't know. It's so cold. Anywho, I thought I would do a little Max update. He's not here today. He's at his granny and granddad's for the day. But I thought he's 15 months now, and I know a lot of YouTube mummies do monthly updates, but I kind of find it a bit boring if it's every month. And also, I don't want to get into that whole, well, Max does this at this age and he does this at this age and blah, blah, blah. Even though I think it's a good idea to have that kind of milestone chart, if you like, I don't think that you should focus on it so much, because I think you could probably get a little bit obsessed with it and a bit worried if your baby's not doing a certain thing at the time that it says. But I thought 15 months Max is now, and in this last month in particular he really has kind of acquired some new skills, and I just feel like he's grown so much in the last month. So I thought I'd do a little roundup, and I've written them down, so if I'm looking down that's because I've written them down, because I don't want to waffle on for ages. But he is walking. He was walking a couple of weeks after his first birthday. It's a very fast walk now, especially if he gets excited or he is eager to get the ball or chase after Sky. And it's kind of bordering on a little jog, but it's just this very fast walking, which actually freaks me out, because I think, oh my god, he's literally going to go arse over tit and break his nose or something. He never does, but it doesn't stop you from worrying. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see when that kind of fast walk then goes into a run. And it was funny, we went up to the park yesterday and there were these big spots on the playground. I don't know, it's obviously some sort of football game, but they were like felt spots, and I was jumping to each spot a bit like hopscotch, and he found it hilarious, but he would then walk over to the spot and it's as if he was trying to work out, how do I jump? And it's these things that you kind of, as an adult, you just take for granted, because you just jump, or you just skip, or you just climb down from the bed or climb up, whatever. And so you could see his kind of mind going, how do I do this? And then he'd just stamp one foot and he just kept on doing that. So yeah, bless him, so that was funny. So fast walking, climbing, he wants to climb, and he does climb everywhere, which again is scary for the parents or whoever's looking after him. By whoever's looking after him, I obviously mean family, not just some random looking after him. So yeah, he climbs on the sofa, he climbs out of his high chair now, which is just unbelievable. And when we're away, even the straps, he was climbing out of the high chair with the straps. Now luckily he can't get out of our high chair with the straps, which is the IKEA one. So yeah, I just have to remember to actually tie him in, because I never used to have to before. Climbing up on the TV unit, and I know he's not being naughty, or he's not necessarily trying to get to anything, he's just loving climbing, and obviously the playground, climbing frames and stuff like that. So with a bit of help, obviously he's not doing that bit on his own. So yeah, climbing, words, he is now definitely starting to, the babbling is now turning into what sounds like words. Now he's not full on, you say row row and he says row row, or say dog and he says dog. However, he has said, the dog barked the day before yesterday and he went dog, like that. And I was like, oh my God, you just said dog, say dog, say dog. And then he wouldn't say it again. But he says mama and dada a lot. He said that for quite a long time. He says bubble. Joe will often say it's time for a bubble bath, and he goes bubble, bubble, but so bubble, definitely. Duck, he said before as well. He's obsessed with ducks. Yeah, I think they're the main words. Woof is, but it's kind of like a oof, oof. But more and more every day, he obviously understands everything, and it's like he's trying to say it in his own little language, but there are those key words that we're picking up and going, yes, that is definitely dog, or that's definitely duck. So that's really fun, hearing what he's saying most days. Stacking blocks, it was always, up until the last few weeks, he'd be quite happy to put things in, so say cups, you know, those like building cups, put them in and knock them down. But in the last few weeks, he will now pile blocks up, and also small little, the small blocks he will pile up. In the bath, he'll pile the animals. We've got like these rubber ducks and like different animals in blocks, and he'll line them up along the bath because he's seen us doing that. So that's really, and then he knocks them over. It's just so interesting and heart-melting, basically, seeing that what you are teaching or what you are demonstrating, he's picking up on, and he's now like, yeah, I can do that, or yes, I know what you're talking about, or yes, I know what you mean. And that is such an achievement as a parent, because it's like, well, we're obviously doing well because he's understanding and he's learning and he's demonstrating what he's learning. So pat on the back for the parents. Identifying animals and objects, and yeah, so if you say where's the duck, he'll point to the duck on the book. If you say where's Tilly, he'll point to Tilly, which is the cat. Go and get your shoes. Sorry, that's a different thing. I've put that separately, but I'll come on to that then. Understanding request. So if I say go and get your shoes, we'll put your shoes on, he will go to where the shoe rack is, get his shoes, sit on the stairs and attempt to put them on. He obviously cannot, not obviously, but he can't put them on yet. Go and get your socks. He'll go and he'll just kind of put his sock where his foot is. Go and get your coat, goes and put his coat on, put your toys away. He will help me put the toys away, which I've literally done that from such an early age because I'm not going to be one of these mums. I mean, I clear up after Joe, for Christ's sake, enough. I'm not going to be constantly clearing up Max's toys, making his bed, clearing up his rubbish all the time after him and him doing nothing. No way. So yeah, I'm kind of like implementing that early on. So he's really good at that. So it's like, you know, we're gonna go for a bath now, so let's put our toys away. And he'll either pass me the toys or he'll put them in the bag himself. So that's a big thumbs up for me. Sleeping well. This is most of the time, bar when he's teething, got a cold, got a cough, don't know what the hell's going on. But 90% of the time when he's not ill or teething, he sleeps from 7 till 7 and it's absolute bloody bliss. And then when he doesn't sleep, it's like, what the hell? It just reminds me of the newborn days. But yeah, so Center Parcs was quite tough because he's definitely loves his own bed now, and is very used to that. So when we do go away, it is a bit of a nightmare. So these cots at Center Parcs were really slimline cots, and Max likes to spread out, he rolls around, so he wasn't really liking that. Plus he was teething, and plus he picked up a horrible cough, so we did have him in bed with us a couple of times. But yeah, the sleeping is a great thing at 15 months. I think we can all empathise with sleepless nights. And I don't think it ever stops, you know. I think even when they're 3 or 4, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's always going to be something where they might want to come in the night, or they need a cuddle, or they need some milk, or, you know, a drink or whatever. So I'm kind of just almost letting that one go. So when those nights, when he does wake up, I'm just like, you know what, that's fine. Because I wake up as well. I wake up in the night and sometimes I can't get back to sleep or I need to go to the loo. So I think we kind of put too much pressure on them to be like, they must be sleeping through at this age. I don't think that's right. But when they do sleep through, it's amazing. 2 naps a day. He still has 2 naps a day, and oh my god, I'm praying that lasts. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it dropped down to 1, because it would give us more flexibility and more freedom to do stuff. And the older that he gets, I'm sure that will drop down to 1. But at the moment, he still has 2 hours in the morning from about 9 till 11, and then 2 hours in the afternoon from about 2 till 4, depending on where we are. And sometimes I will actually not let him have a nap if we are, say we've got a baby group in the morning, or we're going out in the afternoon or whatever. So it's not strict, but 9 times out of 10 on a normal week, he does have his 2 naps a day. So, and he needs them as well. He gets really ratty if he doesn't get his sleep, a bit like me really. So yeah, I'm pretty grateful for that, because that gives me 4 hours in the day to kind of do my own shit stuff. So that's nice. Headstands, he's standing on his head now. He does like downward dog and stands on his head. I don't know if that's from seeing me do a bit of yoga, but to be honest, I don't do much yoga in the house now. But yeah, we were just playing the other day and he just stood on his head, and it was hilarious. And now, of course, because he got a laugh, he just does it for anyone and everyone. So that's quite funny. I don't know if that's a development, but I guess it's some form of new skill that he's picked up. Brushes his teeth. He brushes his own teeth, which is brilliant. Still, we're going to do it once a day in the bath. Do it in the bath. And we did, again, start it from an early age, and we would do it with our toothbrush and then be like, oh, you try our toothbrush if you like. Oh, this is your toothbrush, and make it a game, because I did read that brushing teeth or trying to brush your child's teeth is an absolute mission, and I can see how it is, definitely. But now he's got pretty much most of his teeth through, I'm really conscious that we need to be hot on the brushing. And then I read that you need to brush them twice a day. I just don't know. Oh, I suppose I could, but yeah, I guess we'll have to, as he gets older, we'll probably should start now to do it when he wakes up, and then on an evening. But he is really good, so he gets it and he actually brushes the front teeth, and then he tends to suck on it, and then I have to get it and try and do the back ones. But he's doing pretty well at it. Entertains himself. He will now quite happily sit in the playroom, or sit in the lounge, or even sit in his bedroom, obviously if I'm putting washing away or something, and he'll be going through a book, or he'll be stacking his cups up, or he'll be playing with his cars. He's obsessed with cars and tractors, and it's really nice to actually see him have a bit of time on his own independently. I won't obviously leave him there for like an hour, but it's nice just to be able to sit and watch him, or for me to, I don't know, do an email, or like I say, put the washing away or something. And I know that he's having fun, and he also has so much fun with Sky. I think having pets in the house, if obviously you can have pets and you like having pets, is such a bonus. It almost gives him a little playmate, and then I can see as well how having siblings will just enhance that even more, where they can play together and have fun. So we're only on 1 at the moment, but yeah, it's nice that he doesn't now need to be entertained by us all the time. Sits and watches TV. Again, don't plonk him in front of the TV all day, but we do have a Mr. Tumble session, and we'll have a Rah-Rah, the Noisy Lion session, which is like 10 minutes long, and then in the evening after dinner we'll have In the Night Garden, and he's got his own beanbag, and now, whereas before, he wouldn't really be that interested, or he'll be interested for about like 5 minutes and then he'd want to get up and be playing or whatnot. Now he will actually sit there cuddling his teddy, who's sitting on one of us, watching the telly, and he loves it, and he laughs at when there's something funny, or he makes noises, or he points at the TV, and it's just fascinating to see that he's understanding what he's watching and he's actually enjoying it as well. So that's a good thing. Shaking his head. He used to do loads of nodding, but now he's learnt. I said, do you want a yoghurt? Do you want to go to bed? Like this. But then sometimes when he's not sure, he'd be like, do you want some more blueberries? It's like, which one is it? So yeah, that's funny, but we're trying not to say the word no too much because, again, I read, which book was it? Maybe my Super Nanny book, the Joe Frost one, that if you keep saying no, no, don't do that, no, come away from the telly, that they will cotton onto that word no and just be saying no, 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 which, you know, is a negative word, really. Obviously, if they don't want to do something, that's fine, but I think they do latch onto the word no quite easily. So rather than no, don't do that, I'm trying to now explain or say, come away from the telly, let's go to this instead, or oh, that's hot, don't do that because it's hot. Just some sort of reasoning, so it kind of gets into their head why we're saying no. Tantrums, oh my god, if he doesn't want something, or he doesn't want to go in the playroom, or he wants to stay outside, he's literally crying. The good thing is it lasts seconds. We've not got to the stage yet where it's a full-blown paddy for God knows how long, which I have seen and heard about. So I don't tend to ignore him. I tend to be like distraction, basically. So if he wants to go outside, it's like, yeah, but look who's inside, Sky's inside, let's go and play with Sky, or where's your bike, or something that just basically distracts him, and seconds later he's smiling and happy again. So I know some people do leave them, but I think at this stage I don't really want to leave him to cry or be screaming the place down, because then that's almost letting him get away with it, or letting him think, well, that's all right to be like that. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yes, little tantrums are coming. Points to all his body parts. He loves now, which this is only new in the last couple of weeks, he points to your nose, eyes, mouth, head, does head, shoulders, knees and toes. So he knows all of the body parts, which is great. Because I was thinking, oh, I just need to point to his nose, or if I say, where's mummy's nose, he's just like, looks at me. But now he goes straight there, tries to put his finger up it, blah blah blah. So that's fun. Kicks, throws and rolls balls. He loves playing with balls. We've got 3 footballs, all different sizes, and he loves throwing them. Trying to get him to teach him to do catching, that's pretty hard. But yeah, throwing them, rolling them back and forth, so we just sit with each other and roll it back and forth, and kicking the football around the house, he absolutely loves. And the last one, feeding himself. That is a big thing. I've just kind of let that naturally happen, and I could see, again in the last few weeks, that he was just getting frustrated with me doing it, and it's almost like he's just give me the cutlery. And also he doesn't really want to use his cutlery anymore, he wants to use big cutlery, adult cutlery. But yeah, he's definitely now trying to, you know, stab pieces of food and pick it up. The spoon is quite a funny one, because he'll scoop it up, but then he turns it around and it goes like that, so then it all kind of like comes out depending on what it is. But very independent with feeding himself, and I think now it's lovely because we will all have our dinner together, or me and him will have our breakfast, and I can have my food at the same time as him, and it's really nice now. But it's also kind of, it's a bit bittersweet, because it's like, oh, he doesn't need me anymore to feed him. Oh, he's not a baby anymore. So yes, lots of developments, I think, at 15 months. Again, this whole 15 months has absolutely flown by. It's insane that I don't have a baby anymore. I have a toddler. I mean, that is just, it's just bizarre. And as you'll know, if you're mums or dads, how precious the time is and how quickly it does go. But yeah, loving every minute of it, and hopefully you guys are enjoying seeing him grow. And I looked back at a couple of videos the other day that I'd started when I started the YouTube channel, and he just looks so young in them, and it's just amazing to have this bank of videos of him growing up and me learning and going through the journey. So yeah, all good fun. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what your toddlers are up to, or what stage they're at, or how old they are, and any funny things that they're doing which makes you laugh, because I love reading and watching things like that. So yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.